All right. Welcome back to another episode if you're new to the channel. My name's Christian Clay. Alongside me is one of our real estate rock stars here, the Wesley Chapel King himself, Mr. Corey. How are you, big dog?
Doing good, my guy. How are you today?
I like your little LeBron James kind of, but it's like the Wesley Chapel
That's it,
King
man.
intro. We just need to get you
That's it.
some, what is it, baby powder maybe?
That's it. It's coming next.
So we're going to be showing everybody a home in a community that is one of our favorites, actually, in the Wesley Chapel area. This is one that you helped one of our beautiful clients go under contract with. We're going to talk about how the process is, and there are still homes like this around Wesley Chapel, people. So listen up and learn here. Take it away, big dog.
All right, awesome. So we are in the Rivers Edge community of Wesley Chapel. He said we're both very bullish on this community. Beautiful entry when you come in. It's a gated community. Tons of resort style amenities when you're talking pickleball. You got basketball, resort style pool, game rooms, cabanas, a whole fitness center, indoor and outdoor. It's a pretty cool private amenity center that you're getting from Taylor Morrison in this community. Two different little sections: Rivers Landing, Rivers Edge. Rivers Edge homes are the premium home sites, 75-foot lots, and they usually go from a million and up. And today we got our clients a little bargain on that, and we were able to get them under a million. So we got a good deal for our people, even in this neighborhood as well. And you've seen, we've been able to negotiate with all of these builders. We know where to lean on them, and then we kind of go through our process and getting our clients the maximum amount they can get out of the deal. But we got a good deal for our people in this one too. I think you'll be excited about.
For sure. So some of you may say, hey, this home is not done. Why do I want to take a look at it? Well, if you're building or if you're even taking advantage of some spec homes that are available in the market, you want to look at this because this is what the process looks like. If you walk into that model home, that's not what the process looks like. So this is real right here. So we're going to show you, we're going to talk a little bit about their
Yeah.
process and what we were able to do here. So first of all, you were talking about the amenities. You were talking about this community. I
Mm-hmm.
love this community. Wesley Chapel has a lot of premium master plan communities, resort style communities. This one right here has to be my freaking favorite.
Absolutely. And proximity too. Even if you're new to real estate, your first time home buying, everybody knows location, location, location. Right on State Road 56, you're just minutes down the road from Bruce B. Down, kind of like the hub central of Wesley Chapel, minutes away from the highway to get into Tampa or to head north on 75 there. Lots of jobs in this area, including all the restaurants. There's four major hospitals within 8 minutes of this community, a brand new one on the way. It's on the same road as this community itself.
Orlando Health, right? Was
So
that the Orlando Health?
Orland, and it is going up quick, buddy. Let me tell you, man. I think it's going to be open in 2026, but man, they are flying on that project over here.
Yeah,
But with all the growth in Wesley Chapel, this particular community does have a great proximity to everything that you're going to need in daily life. This home itself, like you kind of said, is it's a spec home as well. So this is not a home without any options, although you could build a home in this community. This one was a spec home and was actually the last home site available in the community that we were able to jump on with other people competing at the same time. It was kind of a rush situation, time
sure.
was of the essence on this one for sure. So we were able to lock up the last home in the community, get them a great deal, get them some great incentives on the home as well. And now they're just kind of working through the building process where we're able to come in and help do these inspections and the pre-orientation walks and really help the client see maybe what they're missing, maybe what they're not talking about,
Yeah.
other little things we can kind of dig into to see how they're going to affect you in the future. But you're right. This is what
This is what it
construction
looks
looks like
like,
when you're buying
everybody.
a. This is what your
Welcome.
house looks like. Welcome to your home, your $1 million home, right? So
I guess while
it
we're
is,
here,
yeah.
right? I guess while we're here, so they have the drywall up, right? So the builder does
Mm-hmm.
something that's called a pre-drywall walk to your home. It's usually a lot quicker, a little more casual, but I will say we really want to make sure that you pay attention here. There has been times, right? And what they want to do during the pre-drywall walk is make sure that you have all of your little things in the home in the proper places. The one example I always like to give is the Cat 6 or I think it's a Cat 5 hookup where, you're hooking up to the Ethernet, right? I had somebody that was working from home. She had an office downstairs. We got the upgrade of the Cat 5 or 6, whichever one that is, hook up on the wall during the pre-drywall walk. it wasn't there. So they're saying, this is where your plumbing goes, this is where your electric goes, blah, blah, blah. And we're like, hey, what happened to the upgrade that we got, right? So whenever the drywall does go up, the chances of them then doing that is going to be very slim, right? They're going to have to cut the drywall, that sort of thing. So it is important.
Absolutely right. And that's exactly how this walk went as well. They had adjusted some outlets for, let's say, where you can put your TV hanging on the wall, and they weren't in the correct position on the pre drywall. So we were able to address them, get them fixed. So that it's usually a pretty easy fix for the builder. They just slide the mount down and put a
Sure.
screw back in, and it's good to go. But noticing where they are, making sure everything is in the correct position on that pre drywall walk is very important to you determining the outcome of your home.
What's the bed bathroom of this one here?
This is a 3 bed, 3.5 bath, single story home, and it's 2,800 square feet, so a little over
Ooh.
2,800. So it's that big single story home I know Christian's always looking for. You can see they get the 8 foot doors. It's going to have a gourmet kitchen, tile roof. It is a very premium. Like we said, these are $1 million+ homes. They do some high end finishes in these homes. These buyers weren't able to make any choices on those finishes, but at the end of the day, the builder, they deliver a good product in the homes that they're going to customize themselves.
Oh yeah, beautiful regards. Like I promise you that. So
Yes.
you were saying that there were multiple people because this was the last home site on well in the community, right? Like this part of the community at least, right? Sometimes we like to leverage those things, meaning the builder needs to get rid of them. Other times the builder has multiple people, like in this case, that want the home. What did we do to get our best foot forward for our clients with multiple people wanting this home here?
The first thing we did is we moved first. We were the first people to come in and make an offer, have our pre approvals ready, have our deposit money ready to go, and be able and willing, ready to sign the documents. If you're ready to go and you want to get a home that's in a competitive market, having all your ducks in a row before you go to offer definitely plays a huge weight and gives you a huge advantage when you're trying to make an offer on a home that's like in this situation. So being ready to pull the trigger and jump in on this home with an offer was, I think, one of the most important parts of our deal there. And then asking for terms that were still going to play into our favor, but weren't going to kick us out of the race. That was kind of where the negotiating was very critical on our part, where we were thinking, how should we present this offer so we can still get something from the builder, give us, the best outcome of this deal without turning them off to one of the other people that would take the deal as is.
There's
So I
so
think
much
we got.
finesse that comes to it, right? Like you slow is
Mm-hmm.
smooth, smooth is fast. And I think a lot of
Yep.
people when they start to negotiate, they start to really jab at the numbers. Like to me, there's so much more important things. And we talk about it on the channel all the time. We're not going to really give up how we kind of formulate those things. But I mean, a big one, man. Like you hit it on the head. How are we going to shape the terms to where we're still in the race? Everybody's winning, but we're definitely looking out for our clients.
Absolutely. We definitely got a good deal for them, saved them over $60,000 with the total price reduction and
I would say,
incentive
lastly,
for
actually,
the deal.
I would say another thing too was the relationship. I remember this one clearly. Like the relationship that you had with the rep played in hand, right? Like you weren't just a Joe Schmo that's like never sold in there before, never dealt with them at all. It's like,
Yes.
okay, I'm gonna go with Corey because I know he's gonna get it done. He's not flubbing, he's not faking it. He's the real deal. So
I'm glad you reminded me because I completely forgot about
I
that
remember
part of
that.
the
I
deal. That
remember that you
I
were
was,
just like, bro, they
yeah,
went with like at the end of the day, it's like they knew exactly who we were. So
that's right. I was working with a rep that we have worked with in this community before, and she was confident in our abilities, in our what we're bringing with our clients and what they had to get this deal done and move forward and close the home. Because at the beginning stages of the purchase, the home was still in dirt. So it's been almost a seventh, it will be an 8 month period before the home is completed. But that's a long time to manage, people over to make sure they don't do anything wrong to kind of ruin the deal, which can happen in an 8 month period,
oh,
whether that's changing
absolutely,
jobs or buying a car,
absolutely.
something. There's a lot of things. So managing that process. Luckily, our clients
Oh,
are
my wooden
amazing. You don't
bridge.
have yeah. There's your bridge. You saw that? I did that just for you, buddy. Did that just for you.
I know you did.
But our clients are great. They're on the ball. But like I said, we were able to bring the trust that they would instill with us, that we were ready to get this deal done, which was a huge part of the deal, knowing that we were in the representing our clients here.
Yep, 100%. The best part about it all, The builder's the one paying us. So, you get all of those things as far as the price knocked down, having,
Yep.
the rep choose us and the builder's going to pay our fees for us. So, like, I think it's a no-brainer. Team at morefla.com. Always the best way to reach out. Or you could text us, too. Here comes the number right here. Pew, pouring through. Um, okay, so actually, we were working with these clients for quite some time, right? And just being
Yes.
being pretty honest about it. There was a particular home that they wanted to start with, and
Hmm.
we felt like the asking price was a little higher than we would have gone in. It was a resale home, and so they didn't really get that home. It was a little bit of a bummer, but I feel like obviously they've saved a ton more money because the other home was a lot more, right? But they're going to be getting a lot more with this particular home here.
They are. At the end of the day, I think they're going to get a lot more. They're going to have to add some of the details that they wanted to the home, whether it's a pool or upgrading the kitchen a little bit. They're going to have to do it themselves. But I think at the end of the day, any home that you purchase, you're going to want to change something and fix, right? So
Yeah,
if you're not customizing, you're going to have to make those finishes. They're getting a brand new home. They're getting a warranty on their home.
exactly.
I think that having that peace of mind as well, and they really enjoyed the community. I think that was one of the biggest selling points was driving into the community and being able to see, the big oak trees hanging over,
Yeah.
and it's a beauty. It really feels like a resort. And when people come from up north, they want to have that feeling every day of living on vacation. And I think that was a huge part of the deal too, is that they were out of state and we were down here searching for homes for them throughout the
Yep.
whole process until they were able to land on this particular community.
Yeah. So these types of videos that you all are looking at, like these are the videos we do for our clients when you're not here, during all of your walks, during your closing, during your search. If there's particular lots, this is what we do for you. I will say now, going back to this community here, it does. It feels like a resort. The problem with living in these resort communities is sometimes it feels overcrowded and there's just a lot of tourism kind of going through it. There's something about this community that it's like vacation but private, right? It's like vacation but private. It must be because it's gated, but they just went all in on those amenities. I love them to death. I really do.
I think I think most people think that because they're in a master plan that these amenities are going to be overran. They're not going to be able to get a tennis court, or their kids are going to. If you go over to the amenity, there's nobody over there.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a
It's pretty.
small
It
chance.
feels like a
It's
55 plus community. It's like, man, am I retired? But it's not. I think that's what I like
I
about it.
I don't think I've ever seen more than 5 people at the pool at a time. But that's kind of the feel you want in your community. You want to be able to use these things and not have them be overcrowded, which we have seen communities that have some nice amenities, but they're sometimes they're not even usable on certain weekends or holidays, times of season. So having private amenities like this is very clutch. And they're not even inside River's Edge. They're right next door at River's Landing. So you can take a nice little golf cart ride over there, but people aren't coming your way into the community, right? The traffic's kind of flowing over to the other side.
Yep,
But overall, I
exactly.
think you won't find as much like tourism in this kind of a community. You're going to see if there's going to be a lot of primary resident owners right here.
So what's next with this home with this couple here, right? Like painting the picture for everybody. So we've gone through the pre-drywall walk. Obviously, we
Yep.
did our thing getting them in this home. We've worked with them for a while. What's next?
So the drywall just went up in this home about a week ago. So we would say in the next 30 to 45 days, we'll probably be doing our pre-orientation walk, where they will learn about the systems and the mechanics of the home, how to maintain and operate those so that the home runs smoothly throughout its lifespan. And then that's also a time where we can address maybe any minor issues cosmetically in the home, have an inspector come in and do a final inspection on the home and give that list over to the construction team and just have it right there ready for them. Hey, these are the items we need fixed before the home closes,
Yep.
because the builder will address and fix those items.
Yep, I would definitely say inspections and then closing, right? We've seen more and more, and a lot of people are relocating. I don't know if, you're going to
Yep.
take a U-Haul down here or if you're staying for one day and then you got to fly back. We want to make sure that everything is going as planned for you because the title
Yep.
companies, the lenders, they don't. We need them to make the transaction work. They don't know you like we know you, right? And so our job is
Right.
to make sure things are going smooth for you. So, make sure you reach out to us, team at morefla.com, or the phone numbers creeping across the top. What else, man? I know you're about to get back to it. Do you have anything else for them before we hop off?
That's it, man. I think we're good. There's still a lot of really good opportunities in the next 30 days here before the end of the year. So if you're still looking to buy a home, even if you don't close by the end of the year, just getting one under contract, there are some deals to be had and big incentives to be had. With I think we're going to see some changes coming next year. Now's a good opportunity to jump on everything that the builder's going to give you before end of the year and take all that free money.
I agree. Hey, January, February has always been huge for us. So before the crowd, the better. Everybody's anticipating rates kind of coming down a little bit. So with all that anticipation, I would say the first quarter of the year is going to be crazy. I think a lot of these builders are going to stop giving as much of because they're not going to need to. There's already going to be a bunch of people coming in. It usually happens every year like that. So team at morefa.com.
Right.
If you made it this far, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, what the heck are you doing? Catch you on the next one.